Eskdale, good afternoon, and welcome to the Ubon Happiness Stadium here in Ubon Ratchathani. Today's fixture, T3 North East, sees Ubon Kruanapat up against league leader Sisaket United, just from up the road. Bit of a local derby. Ubon have taken 3 youngsters on loan from Buriram United, all members of the under-20 Thai side. Went down to a very shock defeat on Wednesday afternoon to Yosatan, where Sisaket won 1-0 last week. Meanwhile, the leaders won at the bottom side, Nakhon Ratchasima United, 2-0 midweek to maintain their lead at the top. So what today brings, who knows? It's been a beautiful day. The sun's slowly going down ahead of this 5 p.m. kick-off. For those who haven't been here for football, it's a bit of a footballing city when it comes to stadiums, is Ubon Ratchathani. We've passed a stadium where the side played for the last few years out on the main road, the University Stadium. Here we are at Ubon, the Rajabat Stadium, which was re-maintained, ready for the games that were held between the staff of all the universities around Thailand last summer, and they've done a grand job of it. John, my driver, we've never been to UMT Stadium before. That's just a mile up the road, and hopefully they'll do well in the semi-pro league, Poly United, and get into the T3, because that is a great stadium. Formerly held T1 football. Then of course there's Baruppa Stadium on the outskirts on the road to Yosatan, where Isan United formerly played. And just to confound matters, there's a stadium south of the railway station that'll be showing semi-pro football in a few weeks' time. So yeah, plenty to see if you come to Ubon. It's at the end of the North East rail line. Good bus services here, and it's a city well worth visiting. Plenty of attractions. We made do with lunch in a great place, the second week running, Pepper's, American-owned establishment. We had great food, great fridge again, wine selection, beer selection, even a choice of cider. Highly recommend that for anyone coming. Quite near the airport, which is another way of getting to Ubon, of course. Flights only take an hour from Bangkok. Well, the half-time whistle's just blown here at Ubon in Ubon Ratchathani. Score 0-0. It's been a good game of football. What a difference it makes at a stadium without a track round the pitch. Feels like a proper occasion. Both sets of fans getting behind their team, and a good crowd in. Reckon over 500 this afternoon. So chances few and far between. Sisaket in the ascendancy and playing with a better pace this week. Perhaps the coaches listen to the podcast. Ubon had a good spell themselves, but withstood it, did the visiting defence, and then they went mightily close to taking the lead. A bending free kick hit the corner of post and crossbar, went out to safety. Couple of later efforts from the host can go either way, but I tell you what, it's a good game. It is a good game, and in a proper football stadium. Great setting right in the centre of Ubon. Planes flying just behind the goal on occasions, just adding to the whole ambience. So we'll see what the second half brings. 0-0 half-time. Well, the game's getting stretched here in the second half. Both teams going for it. Look, is this a turning point after Sisaket have missed a couple of gilt-edged chances? The number 6 for Ubon, who's had a fine game, he's just been shown a second yellow card. It looks as though he fell, tried to get out of the way of handling the ball hit him on the chest, but the ref's having none of it. He's showing him a second yellow, they're arguing like hell. The ref's adamant, he's saying go. Not a lot you can do, I suppose, but it seems very harsh. So, about 20 minutes to go, and Ubon are going to be down to 10 men. Full-time whistle's gone here in Ubon. Final score 0-0, the same as it was between the two sides earlier in the season. Probably about the right results. Sisaket missed the better chances. But Ubon dug in, especially with 10 men. Yeah, both sides gave everything. Can't really argue with the draw, probably about right. Decent game of football, unlike some nil-nils. Both sides taking the plaudits. The crowd, we believe, 502. Very pleasant venue to watch football. Highly recommended city for a day out. Next week, I head to Surin for Surin Country Mall against Sisaket United.